The model minority reality.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
My name is Trinh. I am a first generation Vietnamese American. My parents immigrated from Vietnam after the war. I was born in California, and I live now in Brooklyn for the last 8 or so years. I'm a photographer and photojournalist. A couple years ago, I did a photo series titled The Model Minority Reality, and it got published by a lot of popular media, Mike, New York Daily News, Epic Times, Independent, Angry Asian Man. They all featured my work. The purpose of the photo series, the message that I wanted to convey was showing Asian Americans working in low-wage jobs that sort of combat this myth that Asian Americans are all successful and wealthy and doctors and lawyers and pharmacists and engineers. And just recently, actually, like a couple days ago, the Huffington Post published an article about how the poverty rate amongst Asian Americans in New York City is the highest. Mm-hmm. It is the highest, and we are always neglected and we are always ignored because of the myth that we are all successful and that we're all wealthy. Which might be very true for many East Asians, but not very true for a lot of Southeast Asians, a lot of Pacific Islanders that do not have good jobs, who are working really low-wage jobs, making ends meet, scraping by in the city. So the series, what I want to do with it really is to just show people, Asian Americans, working these hard jobs, these low-wage jobs, trying to make ends meet. And a lot of my photos that I took are in Chinatown. So this photo here is on Mulberry Street, in the strip of street vendors that you might always see on Mulberry. All right, you can flip. This is in Brooklyn, Chinatown, near where I live. I live in Bay Ridge. So this is a bodega, 24-hour bodega. And I took this photo like at 3 a.m., working the night shift. Okay, flip. This is right here on Canal Street. What I really love about this photo is just like the money exchanging right between, vendor and I think he's a customer. But what I really think is really interesting is if you see back here, there's like a Made in New York trailer, and like there's a film being made right behind this transaction happening. And I just thought like the juxtaposition of this hardworking, these hardworking people versus the elite of Hollywood happening right here on Canal Street. I thought that was just interesting. Okay. This is in a jewelry shop, so we all know that there's tons of jewelry shops, right, in Chinatown. And I was walking by, and I just saw her just, like, gazing out. And so this is kind of through the window, so you can kind of see all the reflections. And so I took it through the window, and I just loved how she was just kind of gazing. Like, it felt like, this is her job. Like, this is what she has to be here. She isn't, I don't know if she wants to be here. And, her expression is just kind of like she's got her hand on her face, and she's just kind of like off in like a dreamlike state. So that's what I love most about this photo. Okay. So this, I was literally just walking by. Just a lot of these shots I take and I just kind of click like this. So I don't even know if they come out. Like I only find out after. But this, he's just outside of a restaurant. You can tell he's, he works at a restaurant. He's got blood covered on his apron. He's taking a smoke break. He's kind of just gazing out, like watching people as they walk down the street. And I can just feel like he's a hard worker, right? You just kind of sense that from his posture and how he's just standing there taking his cigarette break. It feels like he's had a hard day, right? Okay, thanks. This is at Shanghai Cafe. I don't know if you guys have been there. Dumpling guy. I see this guy every time I go there. Every time I eat dumplings, I always see him. He's always the one serving the dumplings every single time. And I just, it's just the tenacity, right? The tenacity of being that guy, the dumpling guy. I just love that. All right, next. This is just like, Chinatown is so infamous for all these very little alleyways and little streets, right? And I was just really lost. I was just kind of like wandering around, taking pictures, and I walked down this little alley, and there's this guy just kind of slumping, like he's just slumping down, and I just snapped it really quick as I walked by, and I just feel like, where's he going? You know, he's kind of walking down this super dark alley. I think you can kind of see right here, like there's maybe some stairs that go down, and you know, it just feels like, man, he's tired, and he's just going down this dark path, and you know, it's like, where is there anything else for him out there? Is there kind of like a light at the end of that path? You know, so that's what I love about this. All right, next. This is at Cam-An on Canal. Right in the front, right of the grocery store, there's always this, roasted chickens and ducks and pork, like, hanging everywhere, and you can kind of just really feel, like, or smell, right? This picture, I feel like, really evokes that smell that you, like, anytime you walk into, like, a shop like this, that smell that overcomes you, and that's what I want to do with this photo. Okay, next. Some street vendors here. This is like Grand Street, I think. And I don't know what he was doing, just like wedged in between. He was just kind of like this. And he was like handling stuff, but he was like this, you know? He was like kind of like really wedged in between like all these vegetables, and it just felt like like he's just a small little guy, and he's just trying to like get everything organized, and I just love the chaos of the scene. Okay, next. Oh, this was also at Cam-An. This is just a cashier just checking out some customers. Okay, next. All right, if you guys have been on Christie Street, you will know her. She's always screaming on Christie Street. Yeah, that's her. So this is right where Christie and like Grand intersect. She's always there. I feel like every time I'm on that block, I always hear her, and she's just kind of become like a Chinatown celebrity almost, right? All right, next.
She didn't scream at you?
No, she didn't. She did. Oh, again, a lot of these photos I'm shooting like at the hip or like very discreetly, and usually these streets are very packed, right? There's always tons of people, and there's always like noise, so they might see me at the very last second, but then I walk away. So I'll snap it, and I'm like, all right, continue on.
We have one more minute?
Okay, all right, let's keep going. Okay, yeah, another street vendor. Okay, fishmonger. All right, keep going. Just guy throwing boxes around. Alright, I guess we can keep going. Yeah, there's a few more. Oh, this is at Pearl River before they moved, but like during their original location. Alright, another Pearl River. One really quick. Okay, so the nail salon. This nail salon photo is very important to me because a professor from San Jose University was using my photo series in her Asian American Studies class, and a student of hers actually was so inspired by my photo series that she made an artwork, like a drawing based on this photo, and she sent it to me, and it made me cry, and I was so moved that my work was touching people on that level. So this is why this photo's special. Okay, we're cutting off. Okay, we're done. That's it anyway. Okay, thank you guys. Woo!